Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Army Public School PMA Resource Network. Before we start our today's subject science, don't forget to subscribe this page and click on the bell icon so that you can receive our new videos well in time. In our today's subject, we are going to discuss the topic elements and compounds. First of all, we will move towards introduction. As you have read in previous chapter, particles, that there are two kinds of particles, atoms and molecules. Smaller particles are called atoms, while larger ones are called molecules, and atoms will combine to form molecules. Same atoms form elements because elements are made up of same kinds of atoms, and different elements combine to form compounds. Sequence as flashed. What are the today's learning objectives? First of all, to explain that atoms are the building blocks of all matter. Then, to define the term element. To recognize the chemical symbols and represent elements with symbols. To identify some common elements. To differentiate between metals and non-metals. To draw and describe the structure of an atom. To explain the difference between an element and compound. To explain that compounds have different properties from the chemicals by which they are made. To explain the difference between a physical and a chemical change. These are the topics that are related to week 7. What is an element? Its definition: an element is a chemical substance that cannot be broken down into anything simpler. This is because it is made up of only one type of atoms. It means that element is made up of only one type of atoms. For example, carbon. Carbon is an element. As you can see in the diagram, it is made up of only carbon atoms. All known matter on earth and in space is made from only about 120 different chemicals called building bricks. We called these building bricks as elements. Out of 120 elements, 90 elements have been found naturally and about 30 elements have been created by scientists. What is a chemical symbol? Each name of an element is followed by a chemical symbol. And what is a chemical symbol? A kind of chemical shorthand recognized all over the world. Here are some elements with their chemical symbols. And chemical symbols consist of only one letter, or it may consist of only two letters. If it consists of one letter, then it will be capital, and if it consists of two letters, then one letter will be capital and other will be smaller. Sulfur S, mercury Hg, iron Fe, silver Ag, magnesium Mg, iodine I, zinc Zn, and bromine Br. What are the uses of elements? Many different properties of elements mean that they can be put to a great variety of uses in our daily life. First of all, what is the use of helium? Liquid helium is very cold, which makes it ideal for cooling the magnet in this medical scanner. Xenon. The xenon in these car headlights glows brightly when electricity passes through it. Then copper. Copper can be drawn out to make fine wires which conduct electricity, as copper is the good conductor of electricity. Mercury. The mercury in this thermometer is a liquid at room temperature and expands evenly when heated. Then silicon. Silicon is used to make the silicon chips used in computers. Chromium. Chromium is a shiny unreactive metal used on motor cars to give shine. Now we will differentiate metals from non-metals. Elements can be sorted into groups according to their properties. Are they dull or shiny? Are they liquid, solid or a gas? Probably the simplest way of classifying elements is by dividing them into metals and non-metals. The main differences between metals and non-metals are shown in the table below. Metals. Metals are hard solids, while non-metals are usually gases or solids which melt easily. Metals are dense and feel heavy. Non-metals are not very dense and feel light. Metals are shiny and they have a shiny appearance when polished. Non-metals have a dull appearance. Metals have high boiling point, while non-metals have low boiling point. Metals are difficult to melt. It means that they have high melting point, and non-metals are easy to melt. It means that they have low melting point. Metals are malleable, means can be easily bent, and non-metals are brittle or powdery. Metals are good conductors of heat, while non-metals are poor conductors of heat. And if they are poor conductors of heat, then they are good heat insulators. Metals are good conductors of electricity, while non-metals are poor conductors of electricity and they are good electrical insulators. Metals are sonorous, make a ringing sound when hit, and non-metals are not sonorous. An easy way of checking whether an element is a metal or non-metal is to see if it conducts electricity. This is a simple electrical circuit. You have read about electrical circuits in grade 5 in detail. Here material goes, if it is metal, then it will make the light bulb light up. And if it is a non-metal, then it will not make the bulb light up. Did you know? Carbon in the form of graphite can conduct electricity. Water and graphite are non-metal, but they are good conductors of electricity. What is an atom? Atom comes from a Greek word atomos, which means indivisible. Indivisible means that cannot be divided further. What is the definition of atom? An atom is the smallest part of an element that can exist and takes part in a chemical reaction. As living things are made up of cells, similarly non-living things are made up of atoms. All atoms apart from hydrogen are made up of 3 even smaller particles. Protons have a positive charge. Neutrons have no charge, so they are neutral. Both protons and neutrons pack together in the center of an atom and make nucleus. Then electrons. Electrons have a negative charge. These electrons move around the nucleus in tiny orbits and make a blurry cloud. This is called electron cloud. Now we will take the atomic structure of hydrogen, helium and lithium. First of all, we will discuss hydrogen. Hydrogen is the simplest atom. It has only one proton and one electron. As the number of protons and electrons are always same. Helium, He. Helium has 2 protons, 2 electrons and 2 neutrons. Protons and neutrons are present in the center and they form nucleus, while electrons move in tiny orbits around the nucleus. Lithium. Lithium has 3 protons, 3 electrons and 4 neutrons. So, number of protons and electrons are same. In first orbit, there are only 2 electrons and third electron will move in second orbit. Molecule. As you know, atoms join together to make molecules. When same atoms chemically joined, they form molecules. Molecules of elements are made up of 2 or more atoms of the same type. Here in the diagrams you can see molecule of oxygen, water molecule and molecule of carbon dioxide. Now we will discuss the oxygen molecule. O is the symbol for oxygen. O is the chemical symbol for oxygen and 2 means there are 2 atoms of oxygen. So when 2 atoms of oxygen combine chemically, they form oxygen, and oxygen is a molecule. It has the chemical formula O2. Water. When 2 hydrogen atoms combine with 1 oxygen atom, they form molecule of water, and the formula or chemical formula of water is H2O. Carbon dioxide. When 2 oxygen atoms combine with 1 carbon atom, they form molecule of carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide has the chemical formula CO2. This is the homework related to week 7. Topic: elements and compounds. You can click on these blue hyperlinks to see videos to clear the concept about elements and compounds, but under complete parental supervision. Reading textbook from 70 to 75 is must. Students to read the given pages 70 to 75 before attempting the written work. What is the written work? Written work has to be noted down after reading and understanding the topics. The written work to be spread over 2 to 3 days. Students should discuss the questions and their answers with the helper before writing the answers independently. This is the written work. It is displayed here. Now these topics are related to week 8. Discuss compounds. What are compounds? When 2 or more different atoms joined chemically, they form a totally new substance which is called compound. This is the element sulfur. All the atoms are the same because element is made up of same kinds of atoms. Sulfur has the chemical symbol capital S. And this is the element iron. all the atoms of iron are the same. Iron has the chemical symbol Fe, F capital, E small. When a mixture of iron and sulfur are heated strongly, each iron atom joins up with a sulfur atom to form a molecule of iron sulfide. The element in a compound cannot be separated easily because heating is a chemical change. So, iron plus sulfur will make iron sulfide, and formula of iron sulfide is FeS. All the molecules of iron sulfide are exactly the same. Each one contains one iron atom and combined with one sulfur atom. The formula for iron sulfide is FeS. Compounds have very different properties from the chemical properties of the elements from which they are made. For example, hydrogen sulfide, rotten egg gas, is much more poisonous than the either hydrogen or sulfur. Did you know inside our bodies are compounds made from very flammable elements such as sodium and potassium. Fortunately for us, these compounds are harmless. What are the uses of compounds? We live in a world full of useful compounds. Many of them are made when two elements join together. Others are made as many elements combine. Here are just a few examples. First of all, ammonia. It is a compound and it is made up of nitrogen and hydrogen atoms. When three atoms of hydrogen combine with one atom of nitrogen, ammonia is formed. As compound is made up of different atoms joined chemically. Ammonia is a useful cleaning product. It is used in cleaning. Carbon dioxide is used to make drinks fizzy. Methane, it is a natural gas or sui gas. Its formula is CH4. 4 hydrogen atoms combine with one carbon atom and make methane CH4. Methane is used as a fuel. Baking soda, which is also known as sodium hydrogen carbonate, its chemical formula is NaHCO3. Sodium Na, hydrogen H and carbonate CO3. Baking soda is used in cooking. Sand is known as silicon dioxide. Di means two. Silicon Si and dioxide, it means two atoms of oxygen combine with one silicon atom and form sand or silicon dioxide. Sand is used in the building industry for making concrete and mortar. Lime is known as calcium oxide, calcium Ca, oxide, oxygen. When oxygen combines with calcium, it forms calcium oxide. Calcium oxide has the chemical formula CaO and it is used to neutralize acidic soil. Physical change versus chemical change. Lots of changes happen all the time in our lives. Milk goes sour, gas is lit on a cooker, paper is turned up or crumpled, ice melts in a cold drink, water boils to produce steam, and a glass breaks when it is dropped onto a hard floor. Changes like these can be divided up into two groups, physical changes and chemical changes. What are physical changes? Physical change is also known as reversible change or temporary change. It means that these changes can be reversed back. In physical changes, materials can return to their original form and no new substance is formed. It means that internal molecular structure remains same and doesn't change. Chemical change. Chemical change is also known as irreversible change or permanent change. These changes cannot be reversed back. In these changes, materials cannot return to their original form. New substance is formed. It means the internal molecular structure becomes totally changed. Here are some examples of physical change and chemical change. Melting ice cream due to heat is a physical change. Wood can be chopped up into smaller pieces, but it is still a wood. This is a physical change. Burning is a chemical change. Burning of bread into toast is a chemical change because due to burning, internal molecular structure becomes totally changed and cannot be reversed back. Today's success criteria is: remember to read the relevant text before attempting written work, to present work neatly, to note the features which differentiate metals and non-metals, to relate properties of materials, elements, compounds and mixtures with their use in daily life, to interpret tables, graphs, charts after going through the relevant text, to draw and label the diagrams carefully with the help of lead pencil only, and to write answers in your own words. This is the homework related to week 8. Following videos will help the students in understanding the concept of elements and compounds under complete parental supervision. You can click on these hyperlinks to see videos. Reading textbook page 76 to 80 is must. Students to read the given pages before attempting the written work. So written work would be easier for you. Written work. The student should discuss the questions and their answers with the helper before writing the answers independently. This is the written work and it is displayed here. An activity. What is the activity? You have to make a list of items made of different metals used in home. This was all about my lecture. I hope you got each and every point. Thank you. Take care and Allah Hafiz.